$1,000 for a special needs child, employees work to keep the federal dollars flowing. But that is only the beginning figure in the formula in which each bonus is multiplied by the percentage that the state has managed to exceed its baseline adoption number. Therefore, states and local communities work hard to reach their goals for increased numbers of adoptions for children in foster care.
For Tyler Perry. See that? This one, you can see this one clear as day. Clear as day. Okay? Look at that. That's not natural, you guys. Now, and you could tell that there's something going on with Tyler Perry's face anyways. But that's what I mean when you can see the mask. And this is like a whole suit. It's very thin latex layers that give you size, extra size. You know, it goes down to the torso, it's the neck, it goes over the ears. These are very advanced masks, and they're used to deceive us, and they're getting better and better every day. If you listen to the voice on Tyler Perry when he speaks, you will clearly hear Will Smith.
She was so happy to have that. It's very sentimental for me, and we do a lot of shooting down here for a lot of the shows. So it's always really fun and powerful, and it's a good memory of her to be down here. She was very proud of it.
You don't try to build a wall. You don't start there.
Person that commented this, you are correct. He is Tyler Perry. And as you were just saying, down the rabbit hole a little bit more, he's Joyner Lucas. I'm feeling like Will. Like, come on, that whole music video was a piss take. And then he's looking in the mirror, and who does he see? Will. They do this right in front of your faces. And yes, people will be like, but I've seen them in the same room, or this, that. It's called deep fake. It's called damage control, because then it will be too obvious. They do this with every celebrity that plays another celebrity. They would put them in the same room or do a picture together. And Will Smith, he's done a video on his YouTube before people come at that at Tyler Perry's studio. It is damage control. Because a lot of people have woken up to the fact that celebrity plays celebrity. So they're gonna obviously try and make it seem like they don't play that celebrity. You get what I mean? MK Ultra is a hell of a thing. They all have it. Every celebrity have MK Ultra microchips in them that can alter their personality, their voices. That's why they can change their voices. They can act like a totally different character, which is how they do it. And if you look at Tyler Perry's face very close and Joyner Lucas' face very close, you can see that that is a mask. It's not real. They're all the same height, all the same people.
Foss Cross. Inside this cross is a tied down demon, and it is said that if anybody breaks the glass, this demon will bring chaos to the world. This cross was the result of a deal between Foss and the devil, in which Foss sold his soul to the devil for infinite knowledge and wealth. This demon was sent to serve Foss for 24 years, and at the end, the devil claimed his soul and enslaved both of them for eternity. If you notice, there are symbols on the left and on the right side of the cross, and they are both from King Solomon. And these symbols are used only to contain evil entities.
No, the UFOs you see are humans in the future time traveling back to us.
I knew it! Yes! CIA analyst admitted it! I win! I am so smart. SMRT. SMART. I did. Do I have to take my wall down?
This country's being bled like a stuck pig, and I got a conspiracy wall to prove it. Can we talk about time travel? I've been dying all day to talk to you about time travel. This right here is time travel. Everyone I talk to keeps saying, Time travel's not real. Are you kidding me? I got loads of proof of time travel. There's all these books that were written in the 1800s, like Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, or 1900 The Last President, even Mark Twain's Yankee and King Arthur's Court. There's even The Wreck of the Titan, or Futility, that predicts the Titanic. So I march my way down the timeline, and you want to know what I find? That a select group of people are controlling the entire world by controlling history. And they're using major historical events as checkpoints for their time traveler. Like the sinking of the Titanic, which was financed by JP Morgan, who was supposed to be on the ship when it sunk, but he, out of nowhere, just a couple hours before it set sail, canceled his plans. But guess who did? 3 of his major competitors who were opposed to a national bank. And I guess it's also just a coincidence that JP Morgan caused the panic of 1907, where he shorted the market. And in 1910 was a meeting on Jekyll Island that no one's supposed to know. It's also just a coincidence that just weeks after JP Morgan wrote a letter to his friend asking if a civilian freightliner being sunk by a German U-boat would pull us into World War I, that the Lusitania sank. And then we have the business plot of 1933, which nobody talks about, which is Prescott Bush, JP Morgan, and a lot of other people are planning to overthrow the government with a violent coup. But then in 1943, when Nikola Tesla dies, who is friends with Mark Twain, who wrote a book that predicted World War I and 9/11, gave all of his information to John Trump. And 10 years later, the CIA, which was started by Robert Lovett, Allen Dulles, Prescott Bush, and several others that were members of the Skull and Bones from Yale University, started experimenting with teleportation and mind control and time travel and all sorts of crazy. But then there's Werner von Braun, who was working for the Nazis but was recruited by the United States through Operation Paperclip. He also helped the Catholic Church build a chronovisor, which is basically just a time portal, not unlike the movie Deja Vu. But it's not just that movie, it's also Back to the Future, all the whole through the series. It correlates with the entire timeline. But then we have the Stargate, which came out around George H. Bush's term as president, who's the son of Prescott Bush, who claims not to be in the CIA, but became the director of the CIA in 1976. He starts a war with a country that's in the region of ancient Sumeria, which is where the Anunnaki would have left the Stargate, which is also a way to interdimensionally travel. Now we have all these UFO sightings and nobody knows what's going on. But it could be time travelers like the movie Captain Nova, where they create a wormhole in space and send a spaceship through it. And I know what you're thinking. What if they destroy the entire world? Well, don't worry about it. CERN already destroyed the entire world, and that's causing the Mandela effect. Oh, shit.
Watch carefully.
Hello. My name is Montague William III, and what I will tell you may well sound absurd, but the less who believe it, the better for me. For you see, I'm in banking and big industry. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and fashions and plasma TVs. I remember it clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son, inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you people lie sleeping at night in your beds. We control the money that controls your lives, whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your souls for a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. But as long as they're there to control the masses, I just sit back and consider my assets.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? Let me show you what the first chapter of the Bible has to say. And if you don't have an open mind, go ahead and skip past. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. God made the firmament and divided the waters which were